Hey guys, it's me. I'm doing a commentary to The Walking Dead Season 2 because, I can only record the screen but I can't record the sound, and when I do record the sound, it sounds horrible. So if you have any tips, let me know. I originally wasn't going to make this a commentary because it's quite sad and just watching it makes me tear up. But, anyways, so I hope you enjoy this playthrough, and I'll try to tell you which choices to make and which ones not to make if you want to go, based off of that. If you don't want to end up with bad consequences, don't take my choices because my choices are horrible. I always pick the wrong choices. Anyways, so this is my first time playing it on PC, so this is a PC Season 2, and this is the reason why I do not have Season 1. So it's going to generate a random ending for mine instead of the ending that I got in Season 1 on my PS3 because it's on PC. So if you don't want that, I highly suggest get it on PC first for Season 1, play through Season 1, and then play through Season 2. Yeah. Anyway, so basically it's just a recap of what happened in Season 1, and I apologize for being laggy in the beginning because it's just did that out of the blue. I don't know why, but it did. So yeah, anyways, back to The Walking Dead. So this is just gonna be a recap. It's gonna do random choices, the choices I didn't make in Season 1. And Season 1 was actually pretty good. It made me really sad though. Of course, I think it made everybody sad. I think anybody who didn't have feelings wouldn't be sad. So yeah, so this is Clementine. This is basically following Clementine after what happened in Season 1. And she's pretty much developed into I think a good character. She still has her innocent side, and she still has the side that she's gotta, do what she's gotta do to survive. The depressing part, though, I'm gonna try and replay it and get a different ending because I don't want to show it. It makes me cry because I'm an animal lover, and if you've played through this, then you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I hope I can replay it and record it and not have that ending happen. And I know the reason why The Walking Dead is so, compelling and heart-wrenching is the, words. But I have to figure out how to set up subtitles, and I have to figure out how to get the audio in order for that to happen. So I apologize for that. So just watch this. If you don't like the rambling, then just mute it and watch it if you want. Even just watching it can be really depressing. Anyway, so I'll make it a walkthrough since I can't really get audio for it. So when it first shows up to where you're at a rest stop basically, and it'll show up pretty soon, and Krista's pregnant. I don't know how she got pregnant, but I know how that happens, but I don't know why you want to get pregnant in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. But hey, Lori did it, but you know what happened to Lori. So it's basically you find a rest stop and you're Clementine and you're with Krista and Omid, and they're arguing about what to name their child, and you're given a choice to butt in or butt out or give a decent answer. And of course I said, what if it's a girl, because me, I'm like, oh, what if it's a girl? And they're like, Krista will remember that. And I'm like, what if, I'm like, oh my god, is that bad or good? So this is pretty simple. This is the first episode, and this is the first chapter, and it's gonna abruptly end at a random point because I can only show 15 minutes of it. So again, I'm sorry that it's laggy. And I'm not really good with the PC mouse, so when you see the other parts of it, you'll understand what I mean because I die a lot. I'm like, oh, what do I do? And I'm like, Q, where's Q? And I can't find Q. I'm used to a controller, not a keyboard and mouse. So that's that. And they're, arguing about what to name the kid, and they tell Clementine to go in there by herself but check and make sure there's no zombies. And she asks them if there's gonna be water, of course, and he's like, I doubt that. So you just have to go in there, you gotta look for it. For water and, all that basic stuff. So right here is when he tells her to go in there and clean up. And she goes, do you think the water will work? And he responds, I doubt that. So she goes in there and she's got to look around. So look around. I took my time because I couldn't figure out how to turn or move or whatever. I was like, what do I do? What's the buttons? So I checked out the first stall like always. So check out the first stall. And then you check out the second. First stall. Ew. And that's what she says. She says ew. And then second stall. I thought this would have been important, but it's not. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. And then last stall. Yeah, there we go. Last stall. Last stall. Absolutely nothing. And then I go, phew, yay, no zombies. I don't have to shoot people yet. Or fight for myself. And then you just turn around, you put your stuff up there to look through it and see if the water runs. So I'm going to put my backpack up here. Look in the mirror, look around. Check it out. Put the backpack up there, unzip it, open it. Now, you might just want to skip checking if the water works, because of course the water doesn't work, so it's like, why bother? So, she finds out the water doesn't work, so she goes into her backpack to get the bottled water, right after she tries it, and then she gets the bottled water. I'm wondering if she spills the water everywhere, because you'll see why I'm wondering that. So she opens it up, blah blah blah. She's getting ready to get all cleaned up. But she doesn't put the cap back on it. So I don't know if she's like dropping it or, you know. But, well, I know she drops it, but does she like drop the water everywhere? Like, does it go everywhere? Or does she lose it? Or I don't know. It didn't make the sound like she lost it. And of course, it's not in the middle stall. So just skip the middle stall and go to the last stall. To the last stall. And then after that, sorry, my friend is trying to call me on Skype. Then after that, let me text that to him. I'm busy. Okay, after that, you want to make your choices. Then after that, sorry, I got cut off. I didn't mean to accidentally turn that off. So after that, she's gonna close the stall because some black chick comes in here and she's all like, I'm gonna take everything, give me your money. Because I want to loot everybody because I'd rather survive than have some child survive. You know, those selfish people in the zombie apocalyptic world. They all care about themselves and not the future. So, you just hide in there. The chick finds your gun, unfortunately. And then you pretty much later on get held up by her. Because she's like, I got your gun. And I'm all, oh no. I don't respond. I respond, but I don't say, that's my gun. I say, who are you? She goes, it's none of your damn business. And so, I'm like, dang, she's so hostile. And so, she points the gun at you, says, I know you were in there. And then you're given the choice to say anything, and I say, who are you? I was thinking about saying that's my gun. She goes, who are you? And she goes, that's none of your damn business. And then she says, get out of here. And you're like, okay. At first you ask, are you going to hurt me? And she says, that depends. So you get out there and you go walk around. Well, you don't walk around. You get out there. You're standing there. She's pointing a gun at you. She's asking you, is that all you got? Do you have anything else? And you have to respond. And I say, that's all I have. Well, I say, you don't have to do this. And she says, if you want to survive, you have to do this, blah, 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 blah. She said, haven't you done this before? She's like, no, I haven't. Now she's like, is that all you got? And she goes, and you're given another choice because she threatens you. She's like, I'll pop you one. And I say, I don't have anything. And then she starts insulting you, basically, you know. She's like, give me that hat. So I said, no, my dad gave it to me. Because to me, Lee's pretty much her dad. Lee did a lot for her. And she's like, give it to me. And then you just don't give it to her. And she starts insulting you, calling you like little fish. And saying how you ain't got shit in here. And blah, 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 blah. Ain't nothing but junk. And then Omid comes in to help you out here. And Omid's all like, OMG, she's got a gun. It's like, no, dude, maybe you should move a little bit faster than you are right now. So the lady's just blabbering away, and then it ends up that the door closes real loud, as you can see right there, real loud, and she turns around and shoots him, which made me really sad. I was like, no, not Omi, no. And then the lady's like, freaks out. She's like, I didn't mean to. And she's all like, oh my god, I'm sorry. It's like, you should have checked before you shot somebody. I would have checked. I wouldn't have just been like, boom, boom. I would have been like, is that a zombie? I would have backed up slowly before that. And then Omi's wife comes in and finds out that Omi, it's dead. And the lady's begging for her life, saying, oh my god, I didn't mean to, I swear. And then she gets shot. As you can see. Yes, this is my Walking Dead random commentary to whatever happens, because there's no audio, so you gotta bear with it if you want to deal with the funny stuff. I'm making it light so you don't be all like, oh my god, the depression, I'm gonna go be sad now. So Omi dies, and she's crying, and she looks over and realizes that that's Clementine's gun. She looks at Clementine, and Clementine's like, I didn't, know somebody was going to come in here and take my gun. I'm sorry. And so that happens, and then it cuts to a title screen of The Walking Dead. Pretty soon. Sorry, it's still kind of a little laggy. And then it goes to 16 months later after the title. And then it's you and Christina talking. And you gotta make some talking choices. A lot of them I was like, I don't want to say that because she might get pissed off at me. And then you're trying to figure out what happened to the baby. It must have died, right? Because it's 16 months and she doesn't have a kid with her. That's actually more depressing now because her husband died and her child died. And she's stuck with Clementine. She probably blames Clementine for her husband's death. And you're all, I'm so sad. Nah. And it's like, I am sad because I feel bad for Krista. Because Krista was actually just looking out for people in the season 1, and in this one she basically loses everything. And I guess she can now relate to Clementine though, because Clementine lost everything. So she should know that Clementine knows what it feels like and she shouldn't be such a jerk. So she's saying that the food won't be ready till morning because the fire doesn't do anything, and I say, it's okay, I can wait. Because I don't want her to feel like, she goes, we can't wait because we'll probably starve, blah, 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 blah. And then she says you need to learn how to kindle wood yourself so you can survive, because eating is surviving. And then you respond in another way, like Omi could have showed you or something like that. But I say, we shouldn't build a big fire because, logic. It might attract zombies. It might attract people, yada, yada, yada. So that happens. And then she's just like, we need to build a fire because it makes food and warmth and you survive. And she's all lecturing Clementine on how she needs to do it herself. And then Clementine's all, oh, it's cold. And she goes, it'll be worse where we're going in Wellington. I think it's Wellington. And Clementine just basically saying it's cold. She says Wellington's gonna be colder and we're gonna be safer there and blah 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 blah. Sorry, I can't remember all the words. And then you can ask something. So I said, is it safe in Wellington? And she says, yeah, it is because it's cold and these things don't really work well in cold. And Clementine's like, yeah, you're right. So anyways, this is coming towards the end, and then you come up with another decision, and I'm just gonna cut it off because, yeah, because it's gonna come to an end. So thank you for watching. I apologize about the audio and all the random rambling. So please subscribe. Bye!